What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today in this video we're going to talk about 9 stocks in this video. But before we do that, please hit that thumbs up button. That is greatly appreciated and that really helps out with YouTube algorithm. And if you find these videos are helpful and you want to support the channel, and not only that, you want to get my daily trade ideas, my swing trade ideas, and also 3 days of live trading in my Discord, definitely check out the Patreon. And if you are new to this channel, consider subscribing. So today, before we do any technicals on 9 stocks, let's talk about the market, guys. I mean, look at triple Q here. Yes, things are looking bullish. Everything is flying right now. But, behind the scenes, it's kind of scary. If you're buying right now and you think that market is leaving you, just get in, jump in, and market is already heading higher and you are going to make money. That is the scary part of this market. I mean, look at this, guys. RSI getting burned right here, almost nearing 80 on this daily chart, and there is no pullback. We got a pullback here and followed by a massive gap up. I mean, this thing in 2 days went up $20. That is insane. And there is still, I was talking about 345 gap last night in my video with overall stock market, and today we got that. And now this thing got up to almost 350, and who knows, next week possibly up to even 355. And I know that is insane, but sometimes if you are a bear and you have a bear bias, that could actually hurt you, because right now a lot of people are shorting and the market is not stopping. Market just kept grinding and grinding and going up. There is no pullback. And if you are a bear in the market right now, still shorting and talking about crash, well, obviously, you already blew up your account and there's nothing nobody can do. And now if you're buying calls, you're gonna blow up, all the money that is left. If anything left now, you're still gonna lose more money buying calls on top. You're going to try to recover that money. You're going to lose more money in the market. So here we got triple Q, and you can see, everything is just running higher. And right here, if you look at, here you go, Nvda, guys. I mean, this is insane. Look at this RSI, and this is the weekly chart. I'm not talking about, daily chart here on Nvda. Weekly chart. Look at this. Where? 90? That is insane. And why? The CEO, he's anticipating another 11 billion coming next quarter. He's making that prediction off of those orders that are coming in right now, but he got nothing to prove that. Yes, they got a double beat on the earnings, but this is ridiculous, guys. I mean, yes, people are buying, some people made money, bears are losing money, but what I'm saying here is I want to see a healthy market, and this is not healthy, especially when you look at Nvidia. And this was one of my favorite stock, but I sold out completely before this massive run. Not for a loss, definitely for a profit, and I put my money elsewhere. But look at this run. That is crazy. I mean, this thing has so many gaps to the downside, and now almost nearing $1 trillion market cap, and not only that, 400, guys. So that is insane. I mean, look at this. And there are still people that are trading Nvidia at this level. I mean, imagine if there is a rug pull or some bad news, this thing will come crashing down and possibly go where? Like 300? That would be still, not a significant pullback on Nvidia. I mean, this thing went up $100 from 300 on in one day, got up to 400. That is insane. So this market is definitely, pushing higher, but it's looking very scary, especially if you're holding overnight or you're buying long term. Just looking at the market, hey, bull market is back, let's go long. No, yes, bull market is back, but the stocks are not coming down where you can buy the dip and hold longer. I mean, look at this, guys. That is insane on Nvidia. RSI got no room here. I mean, look at this. This thing turned red and still going up. So that is insane. Here we have another one, Microsoft. Weekly chart. Look at this. 74 on RSI and still running. I mean, I can see Nvidia, they got a double beat. The CEO pumping the stock, mentioning AI 50 times. But what happened here? Why this one is up so much? I mean, I'm a Microsoft shareholder, but this is insane. I mean, this thing just kept going and going every day. Market, you want to see a healthy market, and this is not healthy when the stock is going up every day. You want to see a pullback, nice pullback. I mean, that is what I call a healthy bull market. It comes back, you buy the dip, you hold, you swing trade. That's not happening. There is like $2-3 dips. If you buy it, you buy it. You don't, it's gone. And today there was no dip in the market. Market opened and then just went up straight and just kept going until 4 p.m. So here's another one. Microsoft extremely overbought on the weekly chart and also on the daily chart. And here I have weekly chart. And AMD, another stock, and looks like it's finding some resistance right here, but I think it's going to clear and possibly go up to new all-time high. Look at this RSI, and this is also the weekly chart. 77 guys getting burned, and look at what happened last time we got up here, right here, dumped, huge dump right here. And now if you tell me that it's not going to come down, well, it's just a matter of time. Now, I'm not calling for a crash, so don't get me wrong. I'm not those guys, who are still calling for a crash, different charts, recession and all that garbage. Nothing is coming. Yes, I'm calling for a decent, healthy pullback in the market, and especially these names right here like AMD, Nvda, Microsoft, Tesla can possibly go higher, but still, without coming down, getting a significant pullback, just going up every day. That is insane. And here you have another one, Meta. Look at this, RSI on this daily chart, 80. Where is the pullback? I don't know. You see any pullback here? Look at all these gaps, guys. Insane move. And I was talking about 255. Well, we went above and beyond today. We passed 255 resistance like there was nothing today, guys. And now look at this. It's insane. 262, I believe. We're going to get into it in a bit in the charts. But look at this move, guys. All these stocks are extremely overbought. And if you're buying high, I would say day trade. Do not hold anything, even puts, overnight on the stocks, because you don't know. These stocks can go up even higher. Overbought can stay overbought unless you buy, some longer time on your puts, maybe 6 months to a year out. Don't try weekly puts or calls. Try to hold overnight. You're going to lose money, because right now this market is on something. I mean, we got no deals done yet, but the market is pushing higher every day. I mean, Triple Q went up $20 in 2 days. I mean, back in the days, and it's still like people talk about elevator down and stairs up. Completely opposite. Elevator up, stairs down right now. And that is what this market is doing. Now, let's get right into it with Tesla, guys. Now, people that are saying that market will crash, well, first of all, I said it before. I mean, come on, guys. You can't do that every day, especially for your followers. If they're following you, like if somebody's following my videos, you know that I've been calling it out. I said 200. Guess what? Almost 200, right? Because I'm giving you what I see here in this chart. I'm not looking at some bear bias. I don't have a bear bias or a bull bias. I just follow strictly price action and the chart. And my charts are simple, very simple. I don't go and look at HYG. I don't go back and look at 1979 and all that crap. I'm not living back in the days. Right here, today, and into future. So now if this trend changes, then I can tell you, hey guys, Tesla broke 167. It's coming down right here. And I said it before. Tesla actually broke out. And now we have a full bull trend on Tesla. And I gave you guys exactly what I saw in this chart, which is 200. And you got it, 198.60 today. Insane move on Tesla. So going into next week on Tesla, it's up 4.72%. And why we got that pullback? It was getting far overextended, trading above upper Bollinger Band. And now if you look at my screen, it's holding upper Bollinger Band as a support. So next week, guys, if this thing can stay above 187 right here, blue line 5 SMA, definitely Tesla joining the party. And I said it before, 200 will be a resistance to watch, and above that, this thing can run all the way up to 220. 187, a key level of support, and below that, watch out, we could be coming down to 178 right here to this red line, 50 SMA. And now, like I said, we do have a full bull trend on Tesla. All the moving averages here on Tesla positively sloping to the upside. And now we're going to look at Apple. So what we have here on Apple, guys, it's up 1.41%, and especially bulls, they don't want Apple to fall below 170. It was holding, and that was the support. And I said it before that it's holding, guys. Watch out. If that holds and this thing bounces back up, we're going to see the gap getting filled on top, and there were two gaps. And now both gaps are closed on Apple. Almost got up to 176. Now 176 breaks, definitely the next target will be 180 on Apple stock, and possibly a new all-time high. Whether you like it or not, it's going to happen. Now to the downside, we do have support down here 173.30 on Apple stock, and then 172 white line 20 SMA, and then 170, possibly down to the gap 167. This is still a strong bullish trend on Apple stock. It's just not going to, roll over and die easily. So if you're shorting, be careful on Apple stock. And this one is not overbought yet. On Meta, it's up 3.70%. Now this thing is extremely overbought on the RSI. And look at this. Now, upper Bollinger Band sitting at 257, and the stock itself trading at 262. And that is making this stock even more overbought. So going into next week, guys, there is nothing here on Meta. As long as this thing stays above 255, slowly, maybe some consolidation, I don't see a significant pullback. Definitely, guys, 290. And I know it sounds really crazy. And I talked about it before when this thing was here, that a lot of people are looking at the gap on top. This thing is not coming down anytime soon to close all these gaps down here. And now it's gone. It's not coming down anytime soon. Maybe in next couple of years, if there is a recession, we will see Meta coming down and closing all these gaps. But as of right now, with the strong bullish trend on Meta, it's going up. Yes, we could see a pullback, possibly down to 248, and that was that breakout. But as of right now, this thing can hold 255, and especially right here now, 252, blue line 5 SMA. This thing can continue all the way up to 290 to even 300. Only time if this thing actually breaks below 248, and that was that breakout, then watch out for 237. Yes, we do have support below 248 also. I'm just giving you guys longer time frame on support levels, especially right here. That was another breakout, 237, so that would be a strong support. Also 248. But we do have all these moving averages right here, 252, blue line 5 SMA, that is going to be a support, 248, and then we have 244, 13 SMA, and also 241, 34, white line 20 SMA. And keep that in mind, all these are positively sloped, and there is a bull trend on Meta. On Amazon stock, it's up 4.5%, and look at this move, up $5 on the day. Now, yesterday I took calls on Amazon at 115, and look at this, really unfortunate trade on Amazon I got, and those were only 98 cents a piece. I had 40 contracts on Amazon, 118 calls, and today from 98 cents up to $4 and 30 cents, and that is a massive trade. But unfortunately, I do carry a lot of positions in my portfolio, so I gotta trim. When I see profit, I gotta trim. Yesterday I just had to reduce my exposure to the market, and especially opening up all these positions in the market. So I closed it yesterday, and today this thing exploded, guys. Like I said, over $4 a piece. That is an insane move here on Amazon. And now it looks like, Amazon here also was flagging right here. If you look at my screen, and I talked about it in my last video also, that it's holding especially 13 SMA. And if this thing can hold, definitely we're going to see a push to the upside. And yesterday and last few days kind of consolidated right here, and now the breakout came, and look at this breakout, 121.50, and look at this gap on top, and that is going to be the next target on Amazon, 125.50. Now, is it going to be one shot just going all the way up to 125.50? I don't think so, but the way market is running, that is possible. If there is a pullback going into next week on Monday here on Amazon, then watch out for the support right around 118 right here, guys, and then 116.37 blue line 5 SMA. It's nowhere near blue line 5 SMA, so watch out for that. And then we have supported 114.54, 111, 109 to the upside. Like I said, that's gonna be the next target, 125.50. On Google stock, it's up 0.87%, and this thing was pushing also today, but this thing ran, just enough in last few days because of the buyback. Now just, getting a bit slower, and looks like we could be flagging right here. And watch out, upper Bollinger Band expanded all the way up to 130 plus. So that is going to be the next target on Google, above 123. And look at today, guys. Just like magic, 123 support, came down, held the support, not even closing this gap at 122.75. I was looking at this play early in the morning, but this thing never came down to 122, so I never got in. I actually did nothing today, no trades today. Just took the day off, and this thing actually spiked back up, and now trading at 125.43, ran back up to 126 high for the day. So next week, like I said, 130s possible on Google stock. Watch out for the support, 123 right here, and below that 122.75. And then we also have supported 121, 120, and then 116 down here before the gap at 113.51. On Microsoft, it's up 2%, and this thing was up yesterday also 4%. So in total, it's up over 6% in 2 days. A massive, massive run without any catalyst because of Nvda. This thing went up. I mean, look at this, guys. I showed you guys it's extremely overbought on the RSI. Look at this. Now trading above upper Bollinger Band, which is sitting close to 328. So next week, if there is a pullback, watch out. Maybe this thing will hold upper Bollinger Band as a support and then possibly get up to 338. Now to the downside, below 328, a real support will be down here at 322, blue line 5 SMA, 320, 316.50, the gap down here, and then 313, white line 20 SMA. We still have a strong bullish trend on Microsoft. And also on the weekly chart, this is the daily chart, we also have a bullish trend on weekly chart. So this is not something it's going to just roll over and die easily. Yes, there should be and there could be a pullback on Microsoft very soon. And that is what I'm looking for on Microsoft. Until then, guys, next up, 338 to 339 on Microsoft. And talking about stocks that are overbought, I mean, look at this monster right here, guys. Up again, 5.5%, and ran all the way up to 127.43. I was thinking about shorting it, but then I thought like, nah, this is not, a good idea to short AMD. I can go and buy some SOXS, and this is exactly what I did today. I bought some more SOXS today, and that is completely new position I got, and I think that is going to pay when we get a pullback here on AMD, Nvidia, and also on SMH. Now the next stop on AMD, definitely 130 to 131, and that is going to be a big resistance to watch on AMD stock. Now to the downside, we do have support at 125. This thing is nowhere near upper Bollinger Band, which is sitting at 122. So that is going to be a support also. We gapped up 120 also, a gap down here, and then the real support at 118, and then 114.35, blue line 5 SMA, and another gap down here at 108. So many gaps. I mean, these things are just gapping up and running like crazy, guys. So if you're buying and scalping here, that is fine, but holding overnight calls, there is no way. I'm not holding any calls on AMD or Nvidia. I'm not even touching these stocks right here. That is crazy move, and I'm not going to, get FOMO into it and buy and lose some money, or shorting it and lose money, because this thing can go up even more. Like I said, 130, 131, that is going to be the next stop on AMD. So watch out. This one here definitely needs a pullback, and that is urgent on AMD stock. On Nvidia stock, it's up again 2.5%, and Nvidia just kept running, guys. And look at this. I showed you guys. This is probably the only stock in the market right now extremely overbought. And look at this market cap. And I think that is what they're trying to do, make this $1 trillion market cap. And I think that's going to happen. The way this thing is going, that is possible. Look at this, 390 right now. Now, if you look at Bookmap, and especially like level 2, there is a massive order at 395. So this thing got rejected. Yesterday came down, and today down to 375, and also a lot of buyers at that level. So if you look at my screen, this is the weekly chart, and any good support, I would say, before buying and possibly swing trading. Until then, I mean, I would recommend not even touching this stock. I know it's overbought, it feels like you can buy and make some money on puts, but it's very risky. A very risky game that you don't want to play on Nvidia. To the upside, next target on Nvidia above 395, definitely 400. To the downside, as a support, looks like we're finding some strong ground at 375 because of those orders on Bookmap, or also on level 2, depending on whatever platform you're trading on. So 375 will be a good level of support. But look at this. Upper Bollinger Band on this weekly chart, guys, 352. And the stock is nowhere near 352. So a pullback is definitely due on Nvidia. Is it going to happen? Well, I don't know. I mean, the way this thing is going, I don't know when we're going to see a significant pullback. I mean, look at all these gaps on Nvidia. From the last earnings, gapped up, went higher. And now, a massive gap, almost worth $100. So there is a massive gap on Nvidia. And all these gaps will get, closed at some point. You just have to wait for that right moment. And look at this. This is the weekly chart. And what do you see? I mean, this is a monstrous bull trend on Nvidia. It's just not going to die easily. Yes, there could be a pullback, at some point down to previous all-time high, 350, 345, and that is going to be a key level to watch. But as of right now, as a day trader, watch out for 375 as a support, and also resistance at 395 and then 400. So on Netflix is up 5.5%, $20 up on the day. Now this is why I just want to go back for a minute. What I said beginning of the video, that crash videos are not helping anyone, because you're not following the trend. You just have a bear bias, and you think that a lot of other charts saying that market is going to crash, and you think that is coming tomorrow. No, market can still go up and hit a new all-time high. And that is possible. You gotta follow the trend. The big money is buying, machines are buying. That means what? Market will go up. You cannot bring it down. And algos are watching, all those crash videos and retail, how they're extremely bearish and not buying anything, just buying puts. That means one thing, market will go up. And look at this. I mean, this is a good example how to read the chart. I talked about it right here. And a lot of you guys are subscribed to my channel. My loyal subscribers, this bull flag right here, we broke out, and I called it. I said, "Oh, come down, possibly retest the breakout. Watch out for 333." It happened also, right? And then look at this explosive move, gapped up over, this gap right here, 341, and now I gave you guys a target 380. What happened today? We went past 380, got rejected, came down, sitting at 378.88 at the closing. Now, this is another stock extremely overbought right now. I would not touch Netflix right now. If there is a pullback down to, I would say, 365-ish right here, blue line 5 SMA, that's going to be a decent entry on Netflix, especially if you're buying the dip. Now, if you're shorting, definitely good chance right here. If this thing actually cannot break 380, there is a short zone on Netflix. Above 380, definitely 400 possible on Netflix. Now, remember, this stock was trading at 700 plus at one point. So, 400 definitely possible on Netflix. Now, would I be buying here at 380? No. Wait for a decent pullback. And if there is one, definitely you can make some money on Netflix buying the dip, but not right now when this thing is extremely overbought. Thank you so much for watching, and that's all I have for you guys in this video. Have a great weekend, everybody.